Hello, good day. How are you today? Good, right? That's lovely. Good to have you today again on another edition. Today, our subject is mathematics, and the topic we would be discussing about is algebra and arithmetic. Algebra and arithmetic. So we want to look at the comparison between algebra and arithmetics. How does these two work in solving mathematics? Now, let's compare the two terms, which is algebra and arithmetic. Okay. What about an algebraic solution? I want you to ask yourself this question, that what about an algebraic solution? When we solve a math problem using algebra, we create equations using letters. Those letters are what we refer to as variables to represent the situation. Then we use inverse operation to reach a valid solution. I'll take it again. When we solve a math problem using algebra, the essence is to create an equation. And to create the equation, we are going to use letters. Those letters are referred to as variables, which are used to represent the situation. Then we use inverse operation to reach a valid solution. You have question, right? I know you do. But let's move on. You would clear your doubt in the next slides. Thank you. Moving on. To compare the two is the next thing we want to do. We want to compare algebra and arithmetics in solving problems. Now, solving problem with arithmetics now. We have a question here which I want us to go through together. A square has four equal length sides. I believe we all know that before now. That a square has 4 equal lengths of sides. The perimeter is 62. So we are taking an instance of a square that has a perimeter of 62 inches. Therefore, we could divide 62 into 4 equal parts to find the side length of the square. Now, doing this, to divide 62 by 4, 62 to be divided by 4. 6 divided by 4 will go in one place. We have a remainder of 2. So the remainder of 2 will be placed in front of the next 2 in front of 62. So 22 divided by 4 will go in 5 places. 22 divided by 4 would go in 5 places with a remainder of 2. So that remainder of 2, you add an imaginary 0. So adding an imaginary 0, 20 divided by 4, we have 5. Now the solution to the question given above is 15.5. 15.5. Moving on. Solving the same equation using an algebra. We want to solve the same equation we did just now in the previous slide using an algebra. The same question: a square has 4 equal length sides. The perimeter is 62 inches. Therefore, we can create an equation that represents the problem and solve it. Now, I stated earlier that when you want to solve using an algebra, we represent them with variables. Those variables may be any alphabet. It may be 1, it may be A, it may be B, it may be C, any alphabet you can think about. So those are the variables you use to solve using an algebra. Now we want to represent the perimeter of the square with P and the side length with S. So perimeter equals 4S. Perimeter equals 4S. We said the perimeter has 4 equal sides. So that is why this equation is perimeter equals 4S. Substitute P, which is the perimeter that has been given to us as 62 inches, into the equation so that we can solve for S. 62 equals 4S. Now, to solve for S, you divide both sides by 4. You divide the left-hand side and the right-hand side by 4. 62 divided by 4. 4 all over S divided by 4. We have S equals 15.5. Punching your calculator, 62 divided by 4 would give you 15.5. Moving on. The problem 2. An Uber charge $2.70 for the first mile. So let's assume you want to go to the cave to buy, or to the store to buy something. So the Uber charge you $2.70 for the first mile and $0.20 for additional mile traveled. Now the question is, how much will a 6.5 mile trip cost? How much will a 6.5 mile trip cost? Now, solving using algebra. Let's see equals the cost of Uber ride, and D equals the distance traveled. So you can use any number. I am using C here because the cost of Uber starts with C and the distance traveled starts with D. You can decide to use any alphabet of your choice. Now C equals 2.0 plus 0.2 times D. Now C, which is the cost of the Uber ride, equals 0.2D plus 2.70. 0.2D plus 2.70. Now, substituting D, which has been stated earlier as 6.5, into C, we have 0.2D plus 2.70 and solve for C. Now, C equals 0.2 times 6.5 stated earlier plus 2.70. Now C would give us 4. So now this question has been solved as a mile of 6.5 would cost $4. A mile of 6.5 would cost $4. So thank you so much for following through. See you some other time.